Well, welcome along to Gussie Park, the first visit of Glasgow City here in the SWPL, and the visitors are taking on Dundee United, the shadow of tan ice, just behind the pitch here in Dundee. The visitors know that Rangers drawing early on today against Hearts might just help them in this title race, but still a long way to go, and the first thing at hand here is the 3 points that are up for grabs. And it is Emily Whelan and the visitors to get this going in their icy blue kit here at Gussie Park, and 2-4-0 win so far, and City already on the rampage with Davidson down the wing at full pelt and the early corner inside 20 seconds. First corner of the game then, early on, Lauder looping, Greening around, and Greening will score. Took a couple of bites at it, but not cleared. And the American fullback who took her until last Sunday to get her first goal for Glasgow City. That was in the cup, it's her first league goal. And she was in the right spot at the back post and tried to bundle over the first time, and it just was not cleared, and there she was to pick up off the scraps. Scored from one corner at one side, the other side now. 3.5 minutes played. Too high for Moore, and just by Jenna Clark. Both centre halves up there looking for it. Clark behind Moore, but didn't angle that one on target. Clark with 6 goals already at this stage of the season in all competitions. Scored from one corner at one side, the other side now. 3.5 minutes played. Too high for Moore, and just by Jenna Clark. Both centre halves up there looking for it. Clark behind Moore, but didn't angle that one on target. Greening for Davidson. Kozak advancing here, 2 waiting for the cutback. Clarn in the way though before it reached Whelan. Probably read that in the nick of time. However, it's been won back by Davidson here. Whelan across. It's not cleared far. There's Lauder, there's 2. 4.5 minutes played. It's been a ruthless and relentless first 4.5 minutes. It's 2 already scored. Again, the ball initially was cleared by Dundee United, and then scooped back up by Davidson. A couple of ricochets, and then nicely for Lauder, who did what Harry Lauder could do, and has done so many times at the club. Nickel with a clearance, but going to scoop back up here by Warrington. Foley with space wide, and there's the touch from Davidson. And it's been just about kept out there. Brilliant goalkeeping there by McNichol to keep it from creeping over the line. Foley, lovely switching ball here for Davidson. Foley looking for it back, maybe didn't quite get it as she wanted. Not going to quite reach Lauder. Here's Clark coming in though. Warrington. Lauder. Oh, it's superb, but it's a good save. Well met. Looking for a spectacular second for herself. Greening. Davidson getting the better of Cowper. Kozak on the turn here. Superb. Drills it low. And just by the near post for her. Trying to try and sneak McNichol out. That's the wrong side of the post. Probably been tipped round the corner anyway. A good little effort on the turn from Tina Kozak. That's a bit loose there and picked up by McGinley. And McGinley has scored. They've had nothing so far to shout about in terms of the scoreboard and the attacking prowess, but one little slip and the top scorer now with 6 scores some beauties, and we've seen that there, drilled that low into the corner. And for the chances City have had in the first 15 minutes, United have just pulled it back to 2-1. City back on the front foot and ball through here. Whelan just behind Kozak. Foley at the other side. It's a great save. And that is going to be over the bar from Prades. Well, City could have had 5 or 6 goals in this first 15 minutes. Straight from kick-off. Parker's having to watch the tension there of Smith, and cool enough from Moore and Clark to resume for City. That's one thing. Ball here for Whelan. Flag has stayed down here and Emily Whelan's through. McLaren trying to get back, and that's another McNichol save, but that won't be stopped at the second attempt. And it's been a bonkers for 17 minutes. But there's another goal in the game. City restore the 2-goal cushion almost within a couple of minutes of being pulled back, and the high defence caught out. McNichol made herself big, came out, got the first save, but following up was Whelan. Greenan marching down the sidelines. Guthrie trying to keep her at bay. It's managed to get it in though. Lauder. There's Kozak. That's another good save though from McNichol, straight into a midriff. Far corner probably would have been a goal, but well met. That's been given away. And now Davidson across. Whelan. That's another tremendous save. Point blank range, straight at her. I had to make that. Prades took a while to find the option, but she found Megan Foley through. Turn from Davidson here. Off the crossbar. Instead of just thrashing that goal, Foley took her time. Saw the run of Davidson at the other side of the box. Terrific turn. It's a smidgen too high. Here's Forrest, good touch. I can get away from McLaren now. Pinging it wide here for Foley. Gets by. Looking to cut back. There is Forrest. It's a great save, but it's helped on its way in. Lauren Davidson, third goal this week. And just that bit of cutting move, which City haven't quite had yet in the second half. We've seen it now. And Lisa Forrest, well, she had a terrific pass out for the 4th goal. Midweek, playing it to Foley, then got it back. Couldn't quite finish it herself, but it was well saved. But then there was the rebound. You've got Joe Fraser, another one of the 3 coming off now at the other side here. There's going to be a big chance for number 5. But away off the line. Grant Kozak has been very live wiry out the game, not found her goal. Thinking about a quick one, but they do go for it in the end, the short routine. Warrington. Holding in, Clark around. And it's found its way in. Erin Greening was at the back post. And so they have found their 5th. Quickly taken here, Fulton and Lauder. Chinchilla. Oh, and Greening's going to go for a hat-trick. Well, a week ago, she hadn't scored for the club. She scored 4 in 7 days, 3 this afternoon. What a superb afternoon for her. A terrific corner routine again. And the American finishing off really, really well. Kayla Moore looking up, Foley giving the shout. Superb ball it is. There's Forrest coming in, and Lisa Forrest scores a first class City goal. Another player from the City Academy that scored their first team goal this season. And what a 7 days from winning the Under-18s Cup final, scoring in the last minute last Sunday. A couple of terrific passes of play midweek and today, and now scoring. A superb pass from Moore down the channel, ball into the box, and finished home superbly. That's one back by United. McGinley just over the top of her head. United trying to finish well here and find a second goal in the contest. Filton trying to wheel it away across for Foley. Turn here for McGinley. It's a good effort from Dan McGinley, probably about the only shot they've had in the second half on target. McGinley scored the goal which made it 2-1 at the time. A nice little turn and finish. And turn and effort, I should say. That's been given away here again. And lay aside his effort into Clark's hands. Just a couple of moments there where City been a little loose. Lauder, good play here. Forrest making the run. McNichol will win the race though. Aaron Ward getting a touch, just came on recently. First appearance for Glasgow City first team. Now up the other end, Lauder. And there's Forrest going to try and get another one, and she has got another one. And that rounds off a perfect 7 days for Lisa Forrest. Right spot again for the delivery. And they finished the match from close range. And the commanding scoreline gets even greater in stoppage time. That's a good ball if it stays in play here for Grant. It does stay in play here for Grant. That's working out another chance here for City in stoppage time. But away by McLaren. Final whistle at Gussie Park. And a rather dominant performance in Glasgow City. Continuing the stride since the return from the Christmas break. Had plenty of chances in the first half, but it was 3-1 at the break and a hectic first 20 minutes or so. But things really ramped up as the second half went on. United didn't really have too many chances in the second period, and City started picking them off with some great finishes and great goals, great moves. Lauren Davidson continuing to score, and that's her tally. And just after the hour mark, Erin Greening completed a hat-trick with a couple of goals fairly quickly. Lisa Forrest scoring her first 2 goals at senior level a week after scoring the winner in the Under-18 Scottish Cup final, which meant that a fantastic day and City go further clear at the top of the table. Other teams have games to play, but good for the goal tally as well, for the goal difference. A terrific performance on the road once more. It's back at home next weekend as they face Hamilton for the second time in a couple of weeks, this time in league action. Final score here in Dundee United 1, Glasgow City 8.